Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sonic 3. I'm your LP here for today, capital G, and, well, welcome to the Marble Garden Zone. Not to be mistaken for the Marble Zone in Sonic 1, of course, Act 1. Whereas in Sonic 1, we were dealing with lava and heavy platforming, slow platforming. This is far more balanced. It's loaded with rings, not lava. Like finishing an act with 150, 200, 250 rings, not uncommon. It is platform heavy, of course. There's all sorts of moving parts in this stage. And all sorts of hidden special stage rings. In theory, if you don't have all 7 emeralds by the time you get out of Hydrocity, you should have them by the time you get out of Marble Garden. For our game, this is number 6. And this particular special stage is loaded with chambers. The ways in and out are indicated by the cluster of 4. So chances are if you're running up to a red cluster, means you're going to a room that you've been to. So by doing what I'm doing here, I'm basically closing off rooms that I've already been to so I don't run into endless circles for no reason. Because remember, these stages are spherical in nature. Now it's time to close off these rooms and figure out what's left. You have to be careful where you close off though. Be sure that you don't need to go there again. Because if you close them off, it's possible to jump over 2 red spheres, but it's difficult. Now today we cleared this one with no problems whatsoever, and that is emerald number 6. 6 special stages, 6 emeralds. I'm on a roll with this. And there's our continue for getting 50 rings. Not that we're gonna need it. I mean, up to this point, I haven't even died yet. I just want to show you a little something here quickly. See that up arrow? There's a little secret passage right here. Now, you need to be Tails to be able to fly up that. Or there's actually a way up to the top, but then you can fall through there and come back down to here. I'll probably demonstrate that for you very shortly. That's our mini-boss, by the way. We'll run into him a couple of times, see as he reshapes the level. And we got these spike piercings. Let's... The fuck?! I don't know, I'm gonna have to review the tape on that one. That looked like total bullshit. Total bullshit. I guess the game heard me when I was bragging about how I haven't died yet. And decided, you know what? Have a glitch. Because it's like spin dash under the spiky things, die. Anyways, we're going to take a different path here. This way I don't have to put up with that bullshit again. And yeah, our mini-boss can travel around very quickly, it seems. So this path, I'm just showing you a path here. It's one that only Tails can go to. Take a look. Only Tails can make that climb. Just fly right up there. So if you don't have Tails around, well, don't go this way. Ignore the up arrow. Just jump past our little spiky enemies here and give this a zoom. Boom! If you see those little blue discs, just do a spin dash next to it or on top of it, and it'll reveal some platforms for you to continue. Also, we have those little blue spitty top thingies. They're more useful later on. But it's sort of a way to help Sonic fly, in a sense. fly, hover, whatever. The faster you go, the more altitude you gain. So if you go slower, then it slowly drops. But it rarely loses forward momentum. It's only when you change directions that it loses momentum, those discs. So yeah, I've got a lightning shield that is obviously the best shield for this stage because of the double jumping and because of the sheer number of rings. I mean, look where we're at right now. We have 176 and counting. Rings are in abundance here. You have no excuses. If you have no rings, it's because you're letting yourself get hit by everything. Boing. That's right, these enemies are fake spikes. Boing, 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 boing. You can bounce right off them. And you can actually, if you look at them long enough, you can actually tell which spikes are real, which ones are fake. Yeah, we just got another one up. We're over 200 rings now. Over 200 rings. And that, by the way, that little statue there shoots arrows out of its mouth, but knock it in the eye 3 times to progress. Oh, I've got all these rings, I gotta use them. So let's start by getting the 7th emerald, and then we're going to use our rings. We only have 230 abouts. So yes, this stage, look at this trick. If you're going for perfect in this stage, it's very, very tricky. One, because you can see those clusters of 4, and you can actually use existing red spheres to encircle them and to transform them. They also have some rings, as you saw there, that start in play. So if you don't spot them and you're trying to go for the perfect, well, you're not going to get it unless you get those. This one has a very abstract layout. Even I still get lost here sometimes. And this is after what, 19 years of playing this game. It's a good thing I know how to go through these places, but this is one that can still confuse players years after the fact. So you can see there's just so many different shapes, different formations, and unusual ways of generating rings. But once you have this one down, you have this one cleared, you get the last of the Chaos Emeralds. We gotta get them all, and we got them all. And now we can become Super Sonic! Which I'm gonna do right here because I've got so many rings and I don't want to lose them to nothing. Unfortunately, it means we have to put up with the annoying invincibility music for a while. I'm so sorry about that. For this reason alone, I'm gonna try not to spam him too much after this act. Emphasis on try. Whoa. This stage of this particular zone is actually very glitchy. Watch this trick, by the way. If those things come down, go as far as possible, then come back for the shield. This will keep the ring count up while we're traveling. As it is with other games with super forms, every second you're running in super form, you lose a ring. That's okay. And to stop a super form, all you have to do is jump into a bonus stage. Which, whoa, is only open for a limited time only, it seems. Come on! Mini boss rap. This guy's really not a threat. Like, even if you don't have your super form, as long as you have any shield, it can deflect the spikes that fall from the roof, and when he comes down, you can just sort of sneak underneath and go boom. And that completes Act 1 of the Marble Garden Zone. Count 'em up. There we are. Marble Garden Zone Act 2. In the context of Sonic 3, Marble Garden Zone Act 2 is a full-on anomaly. The reason I say this is because it is the only Act 2 of the game without water. Every other zone in Sonic 3... Hi, Robotnik! Every other zone in Sonic 3, Act 2, there's water in it. Not here. There's no water here. Not a single drop to be found. If for whatever reason you don't believe me, look back at the previous videos and watch how we progress through this game and you'll see exactly what I mean. So yes, it was also in this particular zone when I was first playing through this game, way back in 1994. Like the other zones play quickly, so you don't realize the scope of either Angel Island or Hydrocity. But because the Marble Garden takes a little bit more patience to play through, you actually begin to notice just how large these stages are, especially when you've been playing Sonic 1, Sonic 2 for years, and then all of a sudden you play this one. So yes, this little trap here was obviously hiding something, and it obviously hit that special stage ring. From here on in, once you have all your emeralds, you find a special stage ring, it automatically gives you 50. And a nice addition to Sonic 3 is that if you don't want to activate Super Sonic, you can hold off. To activate Super Sonic, you need to double jump. Whereas if you had achieved Super Sonic in Sonic 2, then the instant you have 50 rings and you jumped, you transform. Which can be convenient sometimes and really inconvenient at other times. So yes, in this game, activation is optional. So it's easier to not spam it. Of course, the longer you hold off, the more risk it is because you could, in concept, lose your rings before you have a chance to activate. That's why I'm jumping into here. I want a shield of any shield. I don't care which shield. Not water shield. There's no water in this stage, but that's fine with me. All I want to be able to do is take a hit. There we are. I can take a hit. I can deflect most projectiles. Still travel at high speed. And it saves me from spamming unnecessarily. Ouch! Whoops. That was a poorly timed bounce. Let's grab this invincibility case here. No, I don't know if you can activate Super Sonic when you're invincible. I've never tried. I'm not going to try, to be honest with you. Just give him a bump here and continue onwards. Alright, see that? It's like, how do we get through these? There's two ways through it. The first is to knock this guy in the eye. And this will raise a platform we can spin dash off of. Of course, I have the fire shield, which they give you right there. That works too. Now, Sonic can use the special abilities from the elemental shields. Tails cannot. All Tails can ever do when he double jumps is fly. He doesn't even get a super form. Not in regular Sonic 3, at least. When you play the combined game with Sonic and Knuckles, then if you collect all 14 emeralds, Tails can go super. And of course, in Sonic 3 on its own, you can't play as Knuckles through this game, so in the combined game, Knuckles will only ever do his glide. At least until he gets 7 emeralds, then he can go super himself. Okay, so now we're reaching that sequence. Hi, Robotnik! Boom. Now it's time to go. He's literally setting it up to bring the whole stage down on our heads, so we have to move. And move quickly. Let's make sure we don't get glitched by that piston again. Did not like that at all. So just move through here carefully, and once you get to here, this is the end. And that's where it stops. If you're not expecting it, you'll find it to be quite tricky. Jump over him. We're in the closing bits of the stage. Zoom that. I'm just gonna zoom. Yeah. Grab those. We're just gonna bring back the platform. We're gonna jump into here. A little bit higher. Got ourselves a fire shield. We're ready to battle. Well, this battle is actually very different. Whoa. That wasn't supposed to happen. Yipes, that wasn't supposed to happen either. Okay, so 1 ring, no hits. I've got some work to do here. Hi, Tails. A rare moment where Tails is useful. Robotnik literally destroys the whole zone. And then you become in full control of both Sonic and Tails. Ouch! Gotta grab that ring, gotta grab it, missed it. So Robotnik is gonna swoop in different directions here. You can control Tails by tapping the up button to gain altitude. Tails can actually attack Robotnik if you hit him underneath with his tails. Oh no! Okay, that was just me failing there. That one I can't blame the game for. I can't blame a glitch for that one. As much as I'd want to, I can't. That was a legit fail. So we'll try that again. This time we'll have the electric shield, which we have hidden to the left. See if we can get to it here. There we are. Now this is really handy because the extra jump will let us get a couple of extra hits in before he takes down the stage. 6, 7, 8. Ouch. I actually got him 8 times. But I guess that 8 hit does not count because otherwise we wouldn't even have a battle. So there we are. That one counted as hit number 8. So much easier with the elect shield. As we free our flickies, fly through the air, and jump away! Jump away! We call it a night.